Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure all can hear me. If you please go ahead, type the number 1 in the comments section, in the chat box. Let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Nothing worse than talking to myself on a Tuesday morning to get the week started. Let me know that you can hear me. Excellent. As you do, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, follow along on the various social platforms to not miss out on any of the great content. Sean and I shot 4 brand new videos last week on Friday that we're working on now, getting up on YouTube. We did a whole bunch of Reels stuff as well. So we got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You don't want to miss out on them, folks. Make sure you are checking it out. Morning, 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 everybody. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and start off with the futures today. All right, so it's a little bit of green today. So what's going on? The ES is up 58. The Dow is up 422. We were up about 500 before. NQ is up 182. The RUT's up about 28. Bitcoin got back above 20,000. It's 29.95. Ethereum is up 62 points. Gold is up 3 cents. Now we're 30 cents now. And crude is up 277. So if we take a quick look at crude pricing and what had happened, you know, here we go. Look, you got 17, which is Friday, right? Big drop Friday. We got down to 106 in jingle, 106.5. We've climbed up since there, right? So you go into 19 and 20, which was, you know, Monday market closed, and then here we are 21, right? Overall, not bad. I mean, I'm seeing gas prices. I saw one local to us at $4.79 a gallon cash, but $4.79 a gallon, which was pretty interesting to see that. It's been a while since we've seen those prices. I don't even know if Costco is hitting that price right now, or had been, right? A little bit of climb in the last couple minutes on all the markets, but overall looking bullish today. Let's go take a look at some trades from last week and see how you guys did. So dropping trades. If you found trades that we did here last week, I'd love to hear about those. But also the ones that you did on your own that maybe you didn't hear anything about here, right? This is all about communication, about building community. It's not about, hey, I'm showing off, look what I did. That's not what this is. This is you throwing the trades out there and others that are in the room going, wait a second, I didn't catch that on Apple. Why did, you know, Bill, Jim, Mary get a trade on Apple, but I didn't see it, and gives them an opportunity to go back and look so maybe they could take advantage of the same thing. It's all about building community, which is what you want this to be. This should not just be me talking at you, right? This should be just that, community. Appreciate that. Say, hey, yeah, it was a great Father's Day, and I hope everybody else here had a great one as well. We barbecued. I barbecued. Okay. There's no we when it comes to barbecue. This is mine. I barbecued on Sunday. My daughter came over with her fiance. I could say that now. It's no longer boyfriend. Came over with her fiance. We had a great time. So appreciate you asking. So we got a couple of them from last week. We had Adobe and American Express, right? So American Express got an upgrade. We set a bull put spread below the 138. So 138, 137 came in at, let me actually bring it up. right? Woo, look at the move, baby. Look at the move. Ping pong trade. And we were down here below the 137s. 138. Sorry, 138. So we did the 138, 137, picked up 30 cents. We gave back a nickel to get out of it at the end of the day. What a trade, what a trade, what a trade. And then there was Adobe. I don't want to add anything to my chart. Adobe. All right. Adobe's note was a downgrade. I'm sorry, no, they were down. E for earnings. Bear call spread above 370 or a long put. So I wound up with a 370 bear call spread. Took a little bit of heat through the day. Picked up 70 cents for it. Same scenario. Got it back out about a nickel towards the end of the day. So nice setups on Friday. So I was very pleased with that. Let's see. Erica said, good morning. Is it true that a lot of the major investors take the summer off? So, Erica, it's not that when you talk investors, the expression is sell in May and go away, right? And what they're talking about there is the summertime becomes a lull. There becomes less trades taken at that time. Excuse me. Very stodgy, stuffy, old blue chip Wall Street mentality. Okay. Not today. 3 years ago, I believe it was, Erica. I think it's 3. Maybe it was 4, but it was 3 or 4 years ago. In the lull months, July and August, I think August was our best month ever historically in power option plays, ever. Right. In the history of doing it for over a decade. Right. Why? Why such a good month? We crushed it. The market was great. It moved in a direction. It was clean. It was crisp. We had good strength going on there, and we just destroyed it. $250,000 in that month or something like that, right? Crushed it. Again, these are all example trades, right? Crushed it. Every trade we called out, boom, boom, boom. We took 30 some odd trades and had 3 go against us or something. We had a very high 80s to low 90s win rate on those on that month. So I believe caution is the word that should be used there, Erica, right? Cutting back the amount of time that you have in a trade, cutting out the length of how far out you're trying to go, right? Not buying very long-term options. I think those are all big things as directional traders. But if you own a stock and you're not writing covered calls on it, I don't know, and I don't know why you wouldn't. And if you're buying stocks for long term, do you really want to keep selling them every May? You buy it in, September and then sell it in May. And then from May to September, if the stock went back up again, you want to buy it again. Now you're buying at a higher price, right? So if you're doing directional trades, writing covered calls should, directional meaning you're buying the stock. Writing covered calls should be a no-brainer. But doing diagonals on calls or puts, doing credit spreads and day trades the way we do here, all the shorter term stuff, I think is the better way to go just generally in summertime. And now with what's going on, even more important with the economy. All right, so I hope that helps. Robert said Amazon bought back calls in the AM for profit on the QQQs. All right, good job. 10 cents on the Qs put and 50 cents on SPX bear call spread. Robert, excellent. Great job, my friend. We got a great training coming up this week, Robert. We got Brandon is our coach for Inner Circle for both Friday and Saturday, our full day training. So I'm really excited for that. Erica, you're welcome. Don said all credit spreads, AA 4-cent loss, Adobe up 32 cents, Booking up 50 cents, Google up 70 cents, Netflix lost 24 cents, Roku up 18 cents, Target up 17 cents, Tesla up 76. Don, you're crushing it. Great job. You're crushing it. Phenomenal. Man, I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys are doing awesome. So with that, let's go take a look at today's setups. All right, we've got 6 candidates on our list. I do have a watch list built for us today. And it starts off with Adobe. Well, wait a second. We just did Adobe. Yep, we did. And now we're back. Let's see. So Adobe, they had the big gap down from the earnings. They ran back up, still in a very strong bearish bias, 40 70, 30. We don't need a fib in that. Very strong bearish bias. Today, they got a downgrade from Morgan Stanley. So let me go find my option chain. There we go. And Adobe is down $2.50 right now, which puts it at 358. Right? So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 370. Right? You can take directional trade on it if this is your stock and you trade Adobe and you know how it moves, then by all means you can shift to a directional trade. But remember, what's happening on news, guys, don't miss this point. If you're trading this because news came out, what's happening? The market maker is jacking up premiums. What premiums get jacked up more? The ones that are in the money or the ones that are out of the money? The ones closer to the strike, to the current stock price, or the ones further away? Right? Well, always it's going to be the one deeper in the money is going to go up more. Right? That's where they're going to jack it up. And when I say deeper in the money, I don't mean 90, 95 delta, but you're looking at 55, 65, 75, 85 delta. Those options are going to get jacked up the most, right? But the further you go out of the money, that lower delta, you're going to get pushed up less. What's happening as a seller, you're selling more premium. You're still buying a higher premium, but you're buying at a lower rate than you're going to sell at, right? That's the goal of a credit spread, right? When you are buying a directional trade, you're buying the overvalued option already. So when you look at a volatility flip or the market maker just jacks premium up on Adobe and says, all right, we got news out on Adobe today. It's a downgrade, big downgrade. Morgan Stanley, let's jack the premium up. And let's say that it doesn't move. It just flatlines, right? And your option that you bought was, I don't know, $8. Okay? Doesn't matter the price. It was $8 and the stock's not moving anywhere. 10 minutes later, that $8 option could be worth $6.50. For no movement whatsoever. Why? Why would that happen? It all happens. Every bit of it takes place, transpires because of the market maker jacking premiums up. And when they collapse volatilities and they drop premiums, it just drops in the value of the premium that I sold. That's why credit spreads are so valuable in this marketplace. Right? Okay. Let's see. Next, we've got Lennar, LEN. They came out with earnings today. So they got bullish on Lennar. Everybody, Adobe's the only one that was down today of our 6 candidates. Lennar is up $1.75. We'll call it 66.5. So it gets us up in here, guys. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 65. All right. We want to make sure the stock stays up there first before taking that trade. Save, they're back in the news again. JetBlue increased their bid yet again, another $2 to $33.50. Save right now is 21.25. So as of Friday's close, right now it's at just over 23. So it moved up nicely, not dollar for dollar, but pretty darn close. But there's still some fudge factor in there yet. Investors are not ready to jump in until Save, right, jumps out there, Spirit, it jumps out there and says, yes, we accept the offer, because then you'll see it jump up to about that $30, $32 range. 33, it's 33.5 is the offer. It's not going to go right to that price, but it's going to get up there, all right, if the offer is accepted. So based on that, they're up a bit today, 23, right? So where does that put them? That puts them, right at resistance there, 23.31. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 22. Right? I like it. I like it a lot. All right. We got 3 candidates up. This is the opportunity for you to drop your trades in, the candidates you want me to take a look at for the setups that you're looking for. So Paul is asking, what strike on Adobe bull call? So it would be so I do bear call spreads. Maybe you wrote that. Bear call spread, Paul. Okay. Bear call spread. So if we look at Adobe, I really can't tell you exactly where it is because it's moved, right? Let me just adjust this option chain. It's gotten too big on my screen. And I'll pull it over. We're doing front week. I said on Adobe we were going to be above 370, right? So the goal is somewhere above 370 right now. Now, we're at, calls, right? It's over here. We're at 357.5. So we've moved $3. So we may change in price a little bit, but we're looking at above 370. So 485 and $4. You're looking at about an 85-cent premium for a 250 spread. Call it 75 cents for 250 spread. Pretty darn good. So I hope that helps, Paul. You are welcome, Paul. Excellent. All right. Okay, so drop your candidates in. Well, let's take a look at Schwab. So they got an upgrade for UBS. Right now, Schwab is up $2 to $62 right now. So they're right at the 8. Look at that, guys. I just can't get excited about this. Good news. It drove the stock up, but it can't get through the ceiling. It barely got above the 61.53. And now I've got a confluence with the 8 moving average on top of that. And we're just below that 8 moving average right now. I'm going to write next on Schwab. Just not my cup of tea. Tesla, they're up. More Muskmouth. He's talking about layoffs. And this time it is the office staff. They're going to start shortly. They'll be done in a couple of months. And it'll equate to about 3.5% layoff from the office staff. So I guess the investors liked that it was definitive. He had an answer for it. And, this is why we're doing it. And this is where we see it's going to take us to. So right now they're up 669. They're up $19. So we are still below that 683. But I'm okay with a bull put spread below 620. I just don't know if you're going to get anything. Right? I'm looking at a long call or pivots. Right? You got long call or pivots. Okay? So either one of those work. Why on Tesla? Right? Adobe, Tesla. Those are the ones I mentioned on. Those are both part of power option plays. Got it. I know these stocks. I understand them. I know how they breathe, how they drink, eat, sleep, everything. Think. Right? So I know movement on these positions. So I'm comfortable taking a trade. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be right on that call or that put option. It just means that I have a better understanding than I would if I was going to go trade Lennar. I know Lennar. I've traded Lennar for years. I've traded it. It's just not a steady diet. It's more like, oh, we're in another country. Let's eat what food they're famous for, but you only eat it when you go there, right? Which is once every 5 years. All right, so there's Tesla. And last on our list is ExxonMobil, XOM. They got an upgrade today. I don't remember who it was from, but they've been beaten pretty bad as some of the energy prices have come down. There's now, even with the upgrade, they're right now at 88.5 to up $2.50. Even with the upgrade, who is it? Buddha Ched, whatever his name is, in Biden's cabinet, had said that they're in conversations with airlines right now, and they're going to start penalizing them for everything that's happened over the weekend if they don't get their act together and hire more people. They're now going to have conversations with the oil refineries, the producers. They want them to increase production. And no matter how we slice it, it's coming down to a lot of it is it's not how much we can produce. It's not the production. It's we can't refine it. And these refiners are going to want some guarantees from the government of, we're not spending all this money to put new refineries back up and running. And then you're going to start screaming at us again and penalize us and fine us for, not getting rid of our refineries because you want to go to clean energy. So there's a very much a push and shove there. We quit our job, so we have no income any longer before we find another job to replace it with so we can pay the rent, right? We made a decision to cut back on energy without really having a good energy plan in place yet, right? So ExxonMobil had been hurt a little bit in their profits of what they're doing. The upgrade today has helped, but I'm not very excited about it on Exxon just yet. So if they're sitting right now at 88.5, guys, where are they? Right at resistance. It's called bumping our head on ugly. Okay. That probably should be a hashtag, Sean, bumping our head on ugly, right? We're sitting right up against there, right up against that level right now. So if you want to do a bull put spread, it would be below 83. And you might get a decent premium for it. 83 was $1.20 on Friday. We moved $2.50. So if we go to 81, So you're looking at about 70 cents is what you're going to get there. For $1 strike, it's not a big number. I can't tell you exactly yet, right? But it was okay on Friday. We just got to see where it opens up today. All right, let's take a look what you guys got out there. So Alan's asking for Roku. Let's go look at Roku. Also a power option place candidate. Retest the 84 with the target of the 21 EMA. Bullish. Okay, good. I didn't read that part. All right, so retest. So moved up. Roku right now is up $1.59 to 84.08. Right, nice. Retest the 83.72 bounce with a target of 87.41. Alan, isn't it amazing that this $87 stock, that moving average looks so darn close, and it's $4 away, $3 away from that fib line, right? Nice setup. I like it. It's a day trade. You've got definitive rules in there, set hard targets, and you'll be rocking on it. I like it. I like the setup. Hope that helps. Let me know down below there. Kevin said, can we look at CNX going bullish? Yep. CNX. Whew. Okay, let me see where they are right now. All right, so they're up 29 cents right now, 17.71. We need a bigger picture first. Okay. So we're going to go with a longer term fib in here. Man. I'm going to work off that top right there. Actually, we're not. We're going to work off of that top right there. It's not a very clean move. Move up, down, up, down, up, down. A lot of pullbacks, equal distant from each other. Pullbacks were very similar, right? This was a strong pullback that came in, much different. This one came after a very large gap and just turned into a sideways move. Not gap, but run, large move, and turned into a sideways move until we got our next leg up. So right now we're looking at, we'll call it 17.75. So this was Kevin. We're sitting right there now, Kevin, 17.63. And we're looking at 17.71. Let me open an option up. We're looking at 17.71. So is it an early jump? Yes. I would look at, if I'm doing this, if I want to be bullish, I'd be somewhere down below this $16 level for a bull put spread, right? Or you could do a short-term day trade, keeping in mind there are only monthly options available. So that could become a little bit costly, just buying a directional monthly. There are $1 increments, though. So you've got some opportunity there, Kevin. Hope it helps. Let me know down below. All right, Paul's asking for Kellogg's, right? And I've got Kellogg's down on my list today, but it's not on our list. And when I say it's on my list, I wrote Kellogg's down today, but it's not on our list. The reason being is it's monthly options only. It's the only reason it didn't make it, right? Decent open interest, although they're listing everything as a 1 delta, so it doesn't really help me much. 24 days away to have everything as a 1 delta. But they're up right now, 376 to 71.30, right? So if we snap our fibs, so where she goes. So right now we're at 71.30. So we got back above that 70.20 level there, Paul, which is important, right? So I see that 70.21 as support and 70. Darn, my bad. Let me switch this over. Just want to make sure we don't need fibbits. All right, so 332.70. We don't need a fib in there. We're right there, but we don't need it. All right, so above that 70.21, 73 is the target. So yeah, as long as you're good with the monthly options, you're good to go. 250 increments, fives. It all depends where you're looking at, how deep in the money, but between 250 and fives, they've got going on there. So I hope that helps. Paul, let me know down below. Andres is asking for Apple. Where are they in the pre-market? Right now, they're up, sorry, $2. $2. So that puts them at 133.5, 31 to 39, 8. All right, we don't need a fib on there. We're good to go. Actually, let me fix that. Let's make things a little bit bigger. All right. So we're good. We do not need a fib, but we're only at 133.5. So what does that tell me, Andres? We're still down below that 135.5. So you've got 131 as support and 135.5 as resistance. All right. So caution around those levels. Hope that helps, Andres. Let me know down below. Morning, Joan. Joan's asking for SPY. SPY. So the SPY right now is up 5.5. Call it 371. So 367 is support. Right? Look at the 8 moving average, which is about 380, is our resistance level. So you've got plenty of opportunity in there. It's sitting at 371. A little bit of a pullback, Joan, would be nice and a bounce. And if we look at the Qs, on QQQ, 278 quarter, we're up 3.5. So same scenario, 272, 278. So 273, Joan, is our support level with about 283 as resistance. So you've got a nice opportunity there. Just what kind of pullback can you get? And definitely consider using pivots on both of these. All right, let me know if that helps down below. Karen said SPY also with bullish. Right? So if you're looking for the bullish, Karen, as long as if we're on SPY 371, right? So above the 367.5. I need a pullback. 368.5, 369, and a bounce. You've got the opportunity. If you're not getting the pullback, then you definitely want to use pivot points. Hey said, reading this morning and thought of you. According to the golden ratio theory, Amber Heard has 91.85% perfect face. Yeah, and there's a lot of stars like that, right? George Clooney has a very, the fit of his face is very much natural, meaning the distance of his eyes, center of the eyes to the nose, to the lips, the chin to the head, the ears to the nose. All of that is very much proportioned well, right? I didn't know that on Amber Heard, but she's a pretty girl, so not surprising. You know, we did this once with, I got a mask on my phone, right? And you just moved it around. You got your face in there and you could took a picture and then it told you what you had. And we did my wife and she had a pretty high score, right? In the, whatever it was, high 70s, low 80s, whatever it was. And she said, let's do you now. I'm like, oh no, we ain't doing that. I got, nope. Thank you. I got enough self-esteem stuff. I don't need to worry about how good or bad this might be. Right. But yeah, absolutely. You're quite welcome there, Joan, on the spiders and the Qs. Same thing, Karen. Paul, you're welcome. Good. So, folks, keep in mind, right? There's no power hour this week. Normally, I would do one on a Tuesday. Now we're going to start shifting them to Tuesday, but I am already committed to a training today. I'll be on Benzinga's show at 12:30, 45, somewhere around there today. But Tony does have his patterns today coming up, which is a free training that's coming out. Make sure you go over to tradinglikeaboss.com, which Sean's going to drop that in now, right? And go and check that out. We're getting a lot of good feedback on the Key to Be Free training that I did. So that recording may be very helpful to you if you've not taken it before. So go ahead and do that and make it a profitable day. And I will see all of you tomorrow back here for our next setup. All right. Take care, folks. I will see you then. Talk soon. Bye for now.